thatmovieguyUK.
The Purge series is probably one of my cinematic guilty pleasures that I have been watching for the last few years. Funnily enough, I did actually see The Purge Anarchy before I actually saw The Purge. And when I watched The Purge Anarchy, I was mad because it just made me hate wealthy people and politicians even more. Don't get me wrong, there's like this weird layer of not so seriousness about The Purge, but what James DeMonaco has done so well in his franchise is he has shown the state of affairs within the confines of the United States of America. So, the First Purge. What is it about, you say? Well, it's about how the First Purge happened. It just follows the story of the people living on Staten Island and how they are becoming the guinea pigs of this experiment constructed by the architect played by Marissa Tomei and the NNFA, who are the new founding fathers of America. And they basically just want to kill poor people because the population's going too high. So, we follow the story of our protagonists and how they survive the night of the Purge. Simple. I was expecting something a bit more fleshed out with the First Purge. I hoped and prayed that I was going to learn more about how the NFFA got the legislation through, how they actually got this experiment to happen. But you don't really get that giant worm on the hook that you're looking for as a Purge fan. You get a very minusculely kind of opening explaining what's actually happened and why it's going to be on Staten Island, but you don't really get much then. You go then to the safe and stable structure of every other Purge film. We get about 20 minutes of development of characters, who they are, what the situation is in the area. Then we go to the Purge and survival is obviously the main plan. You can't really go wrong with this kind of thing. But I must say the pacing for this one was not so fast. You do get that really slow build up towards what is happening, and I didn't mind it personally. Some people I've seen and read of, they really don't like the way that this is paced out, but I think it's not too shabby, but at the same time, I want more from it. Jared McMurray, the director of the film, hasn't really got the biggest of budgets to make a masterpiece Deakin-esque kind of film. The CGI is a bit choppy, the green screen can be utterly terrible in this film. There's one scene in particular where Marissa Tomei is meant to be standing behind the protesters and the differentiation of the green screen is awful, it's so bad. But the tiny budget makes big profits for these films, and you kind of expect it these days. But I think what he actually made was a very good film, especially in the use of darkness. The colourful contact lenses that they use to record the Purge's actions for the evening. It just gives that really vintage boogeyman kind of vibe to it. It just makes it a lot more creepier, a lot weirder. And you have like these weird street parties with a lot of neon lights and stuff. It just kind of gives that more of the dystopian vibe that you're expecting from it. Then you move on to the masks. Even the masks are a lot scarier. They remind me of like bubonic plague kind of masks. And all in all, I think his vision is good. I just think that with a better budget and a bit more imagination, maybe this film actually would have stood out a lot more. But just like any DeMonaco story, the characters, as in the protagonists, are the important thing because we care about them. We want them to survive the night, just like with Ethan Hawke or Frank Grillo. We just really want them to survive this night. With Yolan Noel and Lex Scott Davis, these are the two main characters within this film. Yolan is this gangster with a heart of gold that really cares about Staten Island. Even though he provides drugs to the area, he really does care about what happens to the people and the outcome of this evening. And you just see that this character is developed, but at the same time his lines are really terribly cheesy, and he just doesn't really have that Daniel Day-Lewis impact in this film. But I think his aura for him and his charisma really does shine throughout his performance. And it's the same with Lexa. She is really sassy. She is this protester against the Purge, and she wants to save as many people within her community. But her story that intertwines between her and Yolan really does make it pretty good. I think that those two characters are the best in the film. The rest are just really secondary kind of characters. The real punch in this film is the last half, because you get Yolanda's character, you get Dimitri, Yolande Noel's character, like, going full-blown Die Hard, the Raid Dread style, going up this, like, apartment block, taking down skinheads. He kills Ku Klux Klan. This brother does it all, and it's amazing. It is such a great Purge moment. Really, this third act really does help this film a lot, and it really does carry it on and make the Purge fans happy. The First Purge is out in UK cinemas now. Have you seen it? If you have, let me know, because I like to talk about movies on this channel. I always like to talk to Purge fans about these films, or even people that hate the film. If you want to talk about it, let's do this, because it's a lot of fun, especially any Donald Trump fans out there, because I love talking to you guys. You're my favourite. My written review will be on my website, www.thatmovieguyuk.wordpress.com, and also on my Letterboxd, but will also be featured on moviemarker.co.uk, who I've started working with now, and I will be representing them, and obviously all my formats at Venice Film Festival this August, September. I received my press pass confirmation, and we are going on tour, people. Yes! Anyway, all I can say now is Diolch danke, obrigado, merci beaucoup, arigato, dankeschön, bitteschön, all the shuns, and obviously, never change.